In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 hacks that make becoming genuinely happy 10 times easier, starting with what I'd like to call the inner-outer world. So for starters, your inner world is basically your internal world. It's your thoughts, it's your feelings, it's your emotions, it's your beliefs. It's even the deeper things about yourself, like your identity, the way you see yourself, your self-image, your desires. All of those culminate into what is the inner world. It's just basically what's inside you. And if you can probably guess what the outer world is, it's the external world. It's the external environment. It's everything from your family to your friends to the physical landmass around you. And you can probably guess what the outer world is, can't you? It's the external world. It's your friends, it's your family, it's other people's expectations of you. It's school, it's your work, it's the physical landmass around you, what you're standing on right now. It's what you're holding in your hand right now, your phone, your device. It's literally everything that's outside of you. Now, I'll explain and circle back to happiness and how it actually does help you. Just give me some time. You don't see the world as it is, you see it for who you are. You basically filter the world and everything that happens around you through your own perception. Like, if your inner world's so full of self-doubt, you're going to perceive people that are just being neutral as being negative or harmful towards you. Your perception actually clouds what is the objective reality. Some people might actually like you, but you'll just think to yourself instantly, oh, they hate me. And that won't be the objective reality, that'll be your reality. That's what I mean by your inner world creates and determines the outer world. Okay, how does the inner world actually relate to you? How does this inner outer world actually relate to you, mate? Okay, well, the inner world, your perception, like the lens you view life, it makes and changes reality depending on like how you actually view it. It's like, think of yourself as constantly having a lens on 24/7, but depending on how you think, feel, and believe, your lens could be cracked, like dusty, misty, and then you just see reality in a completely different way. Or one person has like a red lens and one person has a blue lens. So what they're seeing is literally just different from each other. So what does that actually look like in fucking tangible, actual, physical, grounded, not woo-woo, spiritual bullshit? Imagine 2 people go in for an interview. One person sees the interview, so they both failed the interview, by the way, so keep that in mind. One of them views the interview as they're a failure now. They think of themselves as a failure and that it went horribly. While the second guy, he thinks, oh, okay, I guess that job wasn't for me, and views it as some time to go analyze himself. What did he do wrong? What did he do better? And take what he learnt, basically applying a growth mindset to the next one. See, while one person fucking wallows in his own self-pity, the other person grows from it. And the exact same thing in the external environment happened to them. But their inner world completely clouded it. They completely changed what actually happens. The first person viewed it through the lens of failure is horrible, while the second person viewed it as failure can be seen as an opportunity for growth. Or one person might perceive rejection when the person's just being neutral, while the other person views it as not. Or, actually this might relate to a fair bit of young men more. Say you see a pretty girl in the middle of a store and you want to go talk to her. One person has the lens of, I'm not worthy, what can I actually do for her? Fuck, okay, I'm not going to approach because I'm not worthy, I can't do that. Just absolute feelings of self-doubt. They see the situation through that lens. And now this other person comes along, he says, and he views the situation as, I'm the fucking man. How is she able to help me? How is she going to add to my life? Again, 2 people that could be in the exact same situation, but 2 completely different way of thinking about it. And one person approaches, one person doesn't. This analogy might help actually. So I want you to picture your life like a video game. The inner world is like the game settings, and then the outer world is the actual gameplay itself. While if you play on, like, imagine you have shit resolution. Imagine you're playing on like a 300 by 300 on like a TV, resolution wise. The gameplay is going to look like such shit, isn't it? Now imagine looking through life through the lens of having no confidence in yourself. That can be seen as the same thing, because everything in the external world is going to seem so much more grim, so much more negative than in actuality. All because you're viewing it in that low resolution. Or like you're playing the game on the hardest difficulty when you could just turn down the settings and make it less hard, put it to easy mode. And what does that actually look like in real life? Go get jacked. Go start a business. Go fucking self-improve. Like another one. Okay. Now picture you have a car. So how do you improve and get better performance out of the car? Do you wash and clean the exterior? Get a new bumper? No, you don't. You fucking get a better engine, work on the interior, and that's the same with the inner outer world. That's the same with us. You don't get more performance from the machine by working on the exterior. You work on it through working on the interior. It's the same as cars, it's the same as us. If you think better thoughts and work on your inner world, the external world is going to reflect a better circumstance for you. Look, from when I've improved my thoughts, improved my inner world, that's been when life's literally improved the most. And by not working on leveling up your fucking inner world, you're holding yourself back greatly. You won't be able to do situations in which you should be able to, in which an alternate version of you can do it, that literally just believes in himself. Or he doesn't give in to, say, the expectations and the constant criticism of others. Someone tells him, oh, I want to go start a YouTube channel. One person might just give up and say, oh, I care too much what my family and my friends think of me. And then this other guy might say, okay, I don't give a shit. This might change my life. I'm going to make a YouTube channel. I'm going to do what I want. Okay, you've probably gotten it with the examples, and I really hope you do take this into account. Working on your thoughts, your emotions, and your belief, working on your fucking inner world is the best way to change and level up the outer world. So do take that into note. Shameless plug, if you're interested in becoming your genuinely happiest self, I do have a course down in the description. Helps young men break bad habits, rewire their mind, and become genuinely happy. If that's something you're interested in, check it out in the description. If not, continue on. Okay, the next point in becoming genuinely happy, it's to have a big goal and have a strong why behind the actual goal itself. So what does this actually do? And why should you even give a shit about setting goals? Okay, well, first of all, in terms of happiness, men need something to work towards. We need a purpose. We need something to actively look forward to and work on every day. Otherwise, you know what happens when we don't have a purpose? We turn 65, we retire, and then we die a year later because we have nothing to work on. We have nothing that gets us up in the morning and keeps us fueled. That keeps the fire in our stomach actually going. And that is what a goal does for you. Okay, a big goal. What could this big goal be? Anything from you want to get 10% body fat and get into the greatest shape of your life. Anything from you want to get a girlfriend, you want to make 10K a month in online business. Could be any big goal that actually matters a lot to you. As long as it matters to you, that's what matters. And then you need to have a strong why behind it. Because having a goal is good and all, but having a strong why behind it, that's how the goal actually gets done. Because having a strong reason that's actually use Socratic reasoning to ask yourself why over and over and over again until you delve down to the first principle of why you actually want something. So for example, you want to have a better physique as the goal. Why do you want a better physique? What's that going to do for your life? Okay, you might get a bit of energy. You might like yourself a bit more. Okay, why? What's so good about that? Okay, I might be able to attract high quality females. I might be able to get a girlfriend. Okay, there we go. Now we're actually getting some good, reasoning why. And why do you want a girlfriend? Because I don't want to end up alone, and I want to feel loved. There, that's it. That's the reason behind your strong physique, because you want to feel loved and you don't want to be alone. Those two, that is your why. And to make this even more tangible, I want you to write down your goal, your big fucking goal, get that physique, and then I want you to write down your base principle why. So because I don't want to be alone and because I want to feel loved. Now, when you look at that each morning or constantly revise that, how much more motivation is that going to give you? And on top of having a strong why, that sets your purpose for your entire life. It guides. So what you should do is have this goal and the why act as like a guiding light for your life, like a guiding decision maker. If what I'm about to do adds to my goal, am I going to do it? No. Does it not add to my goal? Then I won't do it. If it does add to my goal, I'm going to do it. This is how a lot of people can break a lot of bad habits very quickly. Because if you have a strong enough fucking why, you're going to break those bad habits. The pain of doing those habits is going to be far less than the pain of not having the big goal and not having the reason behind it. It's like, there are some degenerate women out there who have nothing going on in their lives, and then they get pregnant and they have a child. And then after that, they absolutely turn their life around for the best. How does that happen? Simple. They have a strong reason now. Their child. They do everything now for their child. They're not just living for themselves. They have the responsibility of having a child and looking after them. That single why can turn a lifetime of bad habits into something more productive. Okay, this analogy should help you out a lot. So you have a house on some foundation. That's you. Now imagine you have wind coming along and trying to blow the house down. You can have a strong foundation or you can have a weak foundation and your house will be blown down. So the wind, that's the bad habit. The wind just absolutely blows down the house because you have nothing reinforcing the house. But when you reinforce the house with a big goal and a strong why, that makes the house so much more reinforced that bad habit, that can't fucking touch your house. That can't touch you. So basically the wind can't blow over or break down the house because you have a strong enough foundation. And that foundation's the big goal and strong why. So yeah, after this video, I highly recommend you do spend some time sitting alone, figuring out some big goals in your life for a few different avenues in your life. Have one select massive goal that could transform your life. Do the why behind it. Do exactly like I said before. Ask why. Why does that serve me? Why? Until you get to that base reasoning. Remember how I said, why do you want the strong physique? Why do you want the awesome physique? Delve deeper behind, okay, you want a girlfriend. Why do you want a girlfriend? Oh, because you don't want to be alone and you want to be loved. Okay, that's your reason. So yeah, make sure to do that. It's fucking essential. And it'll make you 10 times happier. Okay, bit of a story time now. So 2 years ago, I went on a holiday to Gold Coast with a few of my mates. And on this holiday, one of my mates was constantly pissing me off. Some of the shit he was saying was just absolutely pissed me off. I just wanted to punch him. So after the holiday, I almost ended the friendship because I didn't want to fucking be around him. But then I journaled and figured actually what was happening. Why was I getting so triggered? First of all, okay, what was some of the shit he was saying? Well, he kept calling me an attention seeker. I'm paraphrasing here. In in different small little ways. He was basically calling me an attention seeker. And to be honest, through a bit of journaling and introspection, figured the reason it was pissing me off is because I was insecure. And I was actually, yes, I was an attention seeker. So I was exactly what he said he was being, but I was just insecure as fuck. So I projected onto him those negative feelings. But it said more about me than it did him, which is actually fucking crazy when I look at it in hindsight. I was projecting my insecurities onto him, and I was going to end a friendship because I was insecure. And yeah, I journaled, I used Socratic reasoning, just like I told you before. I asked why, and then I figured out, yep, I was just insecure and I was projecting. So yeah, and that was when I basically learned that those immediate emotional outbursts you have when you just react emotionally to someone, a lot of the time, most of the time, you're just projecting an insecurity onto them. So yeah, we need to be more aware of that. We all have a bunch of unconscious, actually, back up a little bit. We are unconscious beings. 95% of our beliefs, our experiences, our memories, our judgments, everything is basically, 95% of what we do, what we say, acts from the unconscious. It's automatic. It's like, do you think about driving a car? Do you think about brushing your teeth? Do you think about walking? Do you think about breathing? All of these functions, all of these are automatic. And same with a lot of the stuff that you say, and same with a lot of the stuff you think. A lot of what we are, we're just unconscious. We're automatic. A lot of what we are, we're automatic beings. It's a bit scary to realize, but a lot of what we are is just our routine and automatic. And since we're automatic beings, a lot of our negativity is just routinized, it's habitualized. And all of those negative emotions, like that emotional reaction, that would have just kept happening if I didn't make a change, if I didn't acquire new information, if I didn't realize, oh shit, I'm just being insecure. Because I acquired new information and then I could actually look at a situation from a different perspective. So yeah, anyway, you need to be more conscious of the unconscious. You need to be more self-aware of yourself. And to do that, there's a few good methods. My favorite one that I've used my last 2 years has been journaling. If I journal and using Socratic reasoning again, asking why did I feel that way? And there are also good questions online that you can literally just work. Actually, Google shadow work, and then there are prompts for that, and that helps you understand yourself at a deeper, more psychological level. And that will help you in all aspects to control yourself emotionally, and your peace of mind will level up so much after you do this type of stuff. Because imagine the me who didn't do the work on himself, that didn't journal out and ask why. I would now be more miserable. I would now be more negative, and I might have one less friend. All because I did a bit of journaling and asked myself why. All because I was made aware of some unconscious program running behind me. And also, another good way is to meditate. Meditate in a way where you sit down, deep breath, and then focus on your breath. If you lose attention, lose focus on the breath, bring it back. That's all you have to do. Breathe in, breathe out, focus on your breath. As soon as you lose attention, bring it back to the breath. And then that's all you have to do for 10-15 minutes. And then you level up the skill of meditation. And then you level up not just obviously meditation, but you level up your emotional control, your thoughts, and you can control your inner world better. So, yeah. That's it for the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. It does help me out a lot. Bye.